All right, it's time to keep it real again. So over the last 2 years or year and a half at least, I have been dealing with some gut problems which have been getting gradually worse and worse, and over the last 6 months it has been very debilitating. So I have seen a doctor in regards to these gut problems and digestive problems that I was having, and it's obviously that is something that I'm being caused purposely. Is being caused on me through these never-ending directed energy weapons attacks which are being conducted on me as part of this global social engineering and intelligence operation, and the social and political persecution of me, Stephen Bell. This program, which is conducted primarily by the United States government in collaboration with the British and Danish and their intelligence agencies. So me getting after I went to the doctor, I got an appointment to see a specialist. So here today, on the 17th of January 2023, I have had a colonoscopy as a 37-year-old, which is pretty young to have such a exam or procedure done. But obviously because of my problems that I needed to be checked out, and me going to this specialist and having this procedure done was obviously being used in the PSYOPs and propaganda campaigns against me. It is being announced that I had this appointment, and how you prep for going to one of these things, and all of the stuff that goes with it has literally been used against me publicly to shame me and to ridicule me and to discredit me. As you know, the intelligence agencies, especially the CIA, they love to humiliate you. This is known from Abu Ghraib and Guantanamo Bay. They are fanatics when it comes to torture and humiliation, especially sexual humiliation. They are just very fond of these techniques. So that is why there is always such a main thing in these propaganda campaigns. But I have never had anything so painful, any procedure that was so painful as this colonoscopy. It was a nightmare, and it was so obvious that they really didn't want me to have this procedure done. I haven't had any sleep this night. I say any sleep. The last hour I went to bed around 12 o'clock, and I wasn't allowed to sleep until 7 o'clock this morning. So I was lying there for 7 hours, and that 1 hour that I was allowed to sleep was a middle state. You're not sleeping, you're not awake, it's just this middle state. And they let me have this hour of half sleep, just so that they could try to prevent me from having this procedure done. When I drove to Aalborg and had to find a parking place, buses were driving in front of me, literally being asked over this real-time synthetic telepathy communication system, try to cause accidents, and this is being used all the time here in Denmark. They're using the synthetic telepathy communication system to communicate to anybody and everybody in my surroundings. They're literally running the same PSYOPs that they do over their propaganda channels. They're also doing that over the synthetic telepathy communication system to the masses. And so they did everything leading up to the procedure to stop me, and even under the procedure I tried to do it without any sedatives, but it was just unbelievably painful. So I had to have sedatives, and the intelligence agencies who are running the program were literally trying to persuade the doctor not to go through with the procedure and get a new appointment for me for somewhere else where I would be put under. So leading up to getting another appointment in which I would be put under because of the pain that I was feeling. But I wasn't given any sedatives in the beginning, and as soon as I did get the sedatives, the operation or the procedure went much better and finished shortly after. So there have been so many signs that they are trying to stop me from having the procedure, and also trying to have me get a new appointment to be knocked out, to be unconscious while it being done, so they have access to me, and that's a indication that they don't feel like they have any influence and control over me of any significance. So they would love to I suppose implant me with even more nanoparticles or microchips or whatever they use these days to have a more clean connection to your brain and central nervous system. So this is what is going on in regard to me having a colonoscopy, and why there's so much talk about my toilet habits and this procedure being done and what have you. It is being used as a pretext to create propaganda and PSYOP content, which is being broadcasted all over the world with the specific intent to ridicule and discredit me, as is always the case in the program.